Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the hidden loot cache it zone. So east side is my favourite side. So starting with the first, which is behind the rock by the police station. This is a great one to start with if your friends are always dead like my teammates. Next, if you go south ever so slightly, there is one just on the edge of the zone, as you can see here. And then the third of the menage a trois is under the bridge, just a little bit further, and that should give you enough money to get one friend in, some satchels and airstrikes. We have the next selection of three, which is one in H6 underneath the bridge, just a little bit further down south. Then there's one directly in front of you right here at the electricity pole, should we call it. And then the next one is located just across the road to the right, which is again three, which are really easy for you to loot and find. Again, if you want to get your teammates in, these are three which might not have been looted. Next we have Al Shireen Pass. There's one just ever so slightly off the edge, as you can see by this building. Very easy to find, never ever looted. And the next two are in the water. So as you can see, one is on F5, and then the next you can take the little path up the water into the next little lake or section. Then ever so slightly north of the location, there is another one. This again is right in the middle of the map, so often left, cheeky claymore. And then the next one, just local to this, is just north of the observatory. As you can see here, F5, ever so slightly off the edge, never seen and never looted again. Now we move on to the southeast side. So everyone knows about these. These are the airport loot caches. So I'm going to be quick and I'm going to be brief. There is about 6 or 7 of them around the local area. Again, these two very close to each other. I'm showing you with a paused screen each time because I feel that in all the videos I've seen, none of them have a paused screen option. Okay, and again, these might not be in the order that you would do them, but they are all very easily found, very easily looted, but often all looted. You know, it depends if you're playing solos, duos, trios, or quads. You might find that there are a lot of people that will land here because you get a lot of satchels, guns, and money. And obviously, kill streaks. Last two in the area here. So there's one obviously just near the edge of the water, and the next one is just across the broken landing strip, Brazilian landing strip. And then we go on to a little island just off Sharif Bay. This one is never seen, never looted. It might be a good one if you land in solos or if you need to get your teammate back in. And then we get to the south side loot caches. Starting with the one just by the petrol station, E6, and right by the train line, very easy to find. We go ever so slightly north to near the mall or the mall by City, just by the water. Again, not often looted. Here, I've been actually attacked. Very rude, very upset. I was trying to film a video. D7, again, just outside the cemetery, there are a couple. So this is a great location if you're looking to get teammates in again. So D7, D7, right next to each other. Literally just head east on the map. And then again, east. This one is by the goalposts. Very easy to find, very easy to loot. You know, this one's just by the buildings. Again, ever so slightly east. Right by the buildings, very easy to find. So this one's a little bit sneaky, right in the graveyard or the cemetery, just by these lovely people's tombstones. And then the next one is by the car. So there is a blown up car just in the cemetery. So going south, right by the electrical pole that you can climb. And then if you want to jump off east again, you can find this one. Very simple, very easy. Again, traveling south this time, still D7 as you can see, just in the middle of the plains by that stumpy tree. And then we vacate a little bit further to the south of the map. So there are two right next to each other here. Again, not often looted because why on earth would you land here? But then again, it's very near village. and there's loads in this south section of the map. Again, this one is right by the boat. If that is your landmark, make sure you print screen when you need to. Right, so this next one in the village is right in the water, in between the boat and, as you can see, land. There are two, another one in this kind of like bloody, kind of oily, murky area. Not really sure what that is, probably cat piss. And then the three that are on this little island. I've actually had a circle land here, or a zone land here, or finish here before in the water. Not really sure what Activision were trying to do. Thought it was a great idea when we were winning, and then we lost. So yeah, three just here, really easy to find. Again, you'll probably be on your own if you go for them in solos. Yeah, so there is one on the train, okay? Right near the front, second carriage. Really easy to find. Again, could be anywhere on the map, so I just showed it to you there. So this one, just off the port, or the harbour, in the water. And then this one is by the red transit containers, okay? And then we move on to the west side. It is by the pipe, the serpent, or the pipe, or whatever you want to call it. If you head ever so slightly north, there are some ruins just above by the caves. This will be your second one that you can loot in the local vicinity. Then, if you're clever, you take your car or your buggy. There's one near a pipe again, just further north and east. D4, right in the bush. Look for bush. Right, now we head north ever so slightly. D4 still, but this one is right by the houses, right in the open. A good little one to loot. Hydroelectrics 2, right in the space of about 5 seconds from each other. Very rarely looted, you know, great. Again, like I keep saying, if you want to buy your teammates back or get some loot, again, this one you just swim through a small tunnel which is in front, and then you can loot this one. So this one is always in the middle of the map, off and left. As you can see, F4, it's right on the hill, right by the middle of nowhere. Again, this one by the lake. I'm giving you a frozen image on purpose so that you guys can actually see where they are a little bit better. This one is ever so slightly west from where we were, across the bridge in the middle. And then this one is by these kind of like random huts, and there's a fence and so on. So yeah, this one is right by Rohan Oil and the car and tree. That's the best landmark I could probably give you. It is in the tree basically. And then ever so slightly southwest of there, in the open, is another one. And then this one's in a really weird location, but south of Rohan Oil, right up on the hill, there is one. And then you've got C4, which is kind of like south of Rohan Oil. Now we move up to the quarry. There are two here. This one was really hard to find. Don't know why. Just there's no landmark for it. But then this one's really simple, right on the edge of the map, up on high. If you can see that little square, that is probably your best indicator. And now we are going to move on to the northern side. So the northern side, there are 3 loot caches or hidden caches out in the complete desert. I always use this rock as a reference, and then I go a spin around and I go directly north, whereas there is another one very, very near it. And then if you go kind of north again, there is one just on the edge. These are all very close. These are great ones if you've spawned in Teams Dead and Oasis. Oasis is probably the ones that everyone knows about. They're easy, they're all dotted around. So this one's really easy to find. This one's just north of the biggest pond or lake, whatever you want to call it. Again, lots of loot. This one is in the water. So the next one's the trickiest one to find. So the next one is actually hidden in between 2 bushes, but it is also very, very near the bottom section. As you can see, there's one pinged on the map already. So these two are very close to each other, okay? And then loot this one up, and then you've got this one on the south border. Again, hopefully the freeze frames are helping you have a bit of an idea. Then ever so slightly south, you have another one by the ruins. Again, Oasis, if no one's here or you're jumping late, could be a really good option. This one is a sneaky one. It's just a random bin. And the last and final one by this building, in the north section of the map. The best landmark is the building. There we have it, people. Hopefully that was a good enough video for you. Lots of pausing so you can print screen and you can use your photographic memory to obtain the information. Lots of time spent on this video. So if you did enjoy it and you think it's better than others, please do like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Share it with your mates. My mates don't need to share it with me because I've got it logged all up in there, the loot cache it man that I am. I actually first discovered loot caches probably in the first couple of games that I played and kept being like, oh, what are these? These are cool. And just over time collected a load, and I probably would say that I had about 60 that I could have gone to. So there was a couple when I recently realized that there was more that I needed to get hold of. So that's it from me. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, which I've already said. Peace, you take care, and stay sexy.